Hello folks, and welcome to my documentary of my trip to Virginia in August of 2011. My cousin was getting married in Richmond, Virginia, and we were invited to attend. I hadn't seen this cousin for several years. When I first heard about the trip, I got an idea to record it into a documentary. I don't really know why. I guess it's because I've never really done anything like this before, and I want to present myself with this challenge, and I just thought it would be an enjoyable experience. So, here goes nothing. The original plan was obviously to fly to Virginia, but Hurricane Irene was set to blast the East Coast with all of her power. Mother Nature was not on our side, and because of that, flights were being delayed and canceled left and right, so we opted to drive there. And trust me when I say it wasn't fun. We left at about 10 o'clock in the morning and embarked on a journey to Virginia, a trip that would surely be uncomfortable and very annoying. Along the way, I wanted to record some of the sightings to just give a general idea of how our trip over to the Old Dominion was like. I recorded the sky and even a memorial I found at one of our many rest stops. Those felt very good. After hours of being cooped up in a car, it felt really good to stretch my legs to get the circulation going again. We got to our hotel around 6:30 or so yeah, we spent a good 8 hours or so in the car. Sounds fun? Well, trust me, it isn't. The opportunity to film didn't really come until the next day. We boarded a bus that my uncle sent over to our hotel to take us to the building where my cousin was getting married. The original plan was to have an outdoor wedding, but Irene was again messing up everything, so not only was it moved indoors, but it was moved up 2 hours, from 4 o'clock to 2 o'clock. In fact, everything was moved up 2 hours, and everything was very rushed, obviously to ensure that we could attend the reception afterwards and still get back to our hotels in one piece. We got to the building, and it was quite elegant. Now, I will admit, I felt very awkward taking out my camera and filming in front of people that I didn't even know, so I tried to only record for a maximum of about half a minute at a time. The building was nice though, and felt inviting. Even the bathroom looked elegant. This is the men's bathroom of the wedding place. Pretty cool, very elaborate. This is the only time you'll see me in a suit. At this point, the hurricane was obvious. It was fairly windy and it was raining as well. I filmed out the windows to capture Irene in her ugly presence, and just a minute later, the power went out. Typical. So they used their generator to turn on the emergency lights. From that point on, it was really gloomy in there, but that's to be expected. During and after the reception, I recorded just outside the dining room just to show how gloomy it was. Honestly, I felt like I was on the Titanic. Why? I don't know. The rain and wind didn't look all that bad from the inside at this point, not any worse than when we initially arrived about half an hour ago.
Alright, so
yeah,
here
we are at the wedding place.
Like the power went out or something.
Yeah, apparently the power went out. I don't believe it did because I think I heard like some switches being flicked or switched or something, but yeah, we're using a backup generator. Everything's dark, as you can see. Everything's dark. Yeah, but no air conditioning. But it's so cool. It's so cool. It's okay because it's not exactly too hot in there.
It's cool. Now it's good.
Yeah. So yeah, like you could see, the Hurricane Irene. It's not even that. It is an extremely minor tropical storm. That's what I consider. I'll zoom in a bit.
Depending on where you are, but
yeah, we're in Richmond, Virginia.
Shout out to any of our possible fans that might live in the area.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. We are now in your home state, but not for too much longer though.
You can't visit us if we have
But yeah,
one more day.
Yep. After the wedding and reception, though, is when the hurricane was getting really ugly. While we were waiting for the bus to take us back to our hotel, the rain and wind was only getting worse. I didn't film here because there were too many people over there, and I just didn't want to get my camera too wet since it was brand new. When we finally got back to our hotel around 7 o'clock or so, we went to the pool area and used the hot tub. Not even 10 minutes later, the lights went out and the bubbles stopped. It felt really eerie, to be honest. I obviously didn't have my camera at this time, but it was spooky. It was thundering out and lightning was lighting up the whole room. At first, I thought there was some kind of searchlight outside or something, but it was actually just massive lightning. The power had gone out about 3 or 4 times prior to this, but it came back on within 10 seconds of going out. This time, though, it was for real and it didn't come back on. Imagine walking into a hotel with only the emergency lights on. It's not too easy.
Alright, so we're back at our hotel. It's like
Saturday night around 11:15 or so.
we're about
Howard's been out for about 3 hours.
3 hours, around that, 2-3 hours.
This wind is ridiculous. It's windy as shit. It's windy as shit.
Can you see the...
Nah, you can't really see any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry guys, my camera isn't picking up like those lights over there. Sorry I'm flipping you off. I heard this figure earlier, so it hurts the point, but those lights over there are not the only lights. Those still light over there. Oh, yeah, somebody's right there to hear me. Yeah. It's wicked shit. Here,
Comfort Suites, Richmond, Virginia. And the power's out for about 3 hours and it's windy as shit.
Alright, well, hopefully there's power in the morning. It's windy and rainy as shit. Especially windy. It's really not raining right now, but it's windy as hell and it's freezing cold. Oh man, I gotta stop this. Yeah, it's cold. It was like this for the whole night. It was pitch black in the hotel. I'm talking so black that you could close your eyes and it would literally be the same as having your eyes open. The next morning, everything was good again. The hurricane was gone and heading up north.
So here we are, it's the next day.
Sunday, August 28th.
And as you can see, if you look down the hall, it's
Still dark.
blackout.
It's 9:22 a.m.
And actually now, this morning, there's less lights than there were the other day, because the other day there were lights in the stairs.
Yeah, we show you the stereo real quick, except there's really no point because this is the stairwell. Illuminated by light on my camera. It's pitch black. If it wasn't for the light on my camera,
on, but
yeah.
now they're not. I don't know why, but the emergency lights are now off, so now there's even less lights.
If the light on my camera was not on, it's literally like close your eyes, pitch black. So as you can probably tell by now, the next day, Sunday, August 28th, was actually a pretty nice day. It was probably, my guess, around 82 degrees or something like that, so it was pretty hot. So the hurricane was unwelcome, yet at the same time provided a nice relief in the humidity. Let me tell you though, this was the worst part of the trip. Because of the power being out, we had to travel for 3 hours to find somewhere that was open for breakfast. We passed by 4 restaurants that were closed until we finally reached a rest stop that had a Denny's. So, we left Virginia, our hotel a little while ago.
We are still in Virginia, and we were sorry for the toothpaste on me. I didn't even notice. I feel like a dumbass. But anyway, we are still in Virginia, and
No place has power.
finally found a place that has power.
We've been traveling for about an hour, and there's no power.
We finally, because we were low on gas and we didn't have anything to eat, so we're like, oh shit, we gotta
Yeah, I'm
do
starving.
something out. So we finally.
Right now it's
found this town.
11:23. We've been up since about 8 o'clock.
I don't remember what this town is called, but we finally found
Yeah,
here. They have,
Richmond.
no, we're not in Richmond
Oh.
anymore.
Yeah, we're trying to get something to eat because we're freaking starving.
So we stopped off to get
no place
gas
has
and
power.
food. Except for this place, this town.
Yeah, this place has power. Not a lot.
We ran out of gas and we would.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating right there at Denny's. It's about like a half-hour wait because only half of the restaurant has power, which sucks. So yeah, it really this situation really sucks. You really don't know how useful electricity is until you lose it. Monday probably can't even tell that there's no power because this place is one of the very few places around here that actually has power. So
I feel like I'm in the middle of Hicksville right now. No
yeah,
offense to anybody who might live in.
the T-shirts down there on that rack.
Live in like Virginia, that's
As
watching.
a matter of fact, yeah, let me show you the T-shirts we have. They're pretty funny. Some of them might be considered slightly offensive, but I'm going to show you them anyway. At least some of them. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel awkward recording this. So I found this one to be really funny. I'd hit that. I find that one to be really funny. Some of these fishes, everything. But yeah, I find this one to be hilarious. There's a laundromat here. What the fuck? Here we are outside of Denny's. It was a nice breakfast. I enjoyed it.
Oh man, what the fuck you recording on our property for?
Start. We got about 6-7 hours on the road. Really hot out, and yeah, we're about to get back on the road. Waited State and Denny's. Oh yeah.
Kids eat free at Denny's Tuesdays, 7 and 4.
Kids eat free at Denny's Tuesdays and Saturday, 4 to 10 p.m. Right. Let me know what you think about my new camera too. When it zooms in, the quality, is good. So I'm surprised. All right, well, time to get back on the road. Yeah, the Denny's at the rest stop had a waiting time of half an hour, so we just continued on our way until we found the actual Denny's restaurant and ate there. We finally got food in our systems at about 12:30. From there, it was back on the road, and the clouds started to look ominous, an ominous trace of Hurricane Irene, as we were behind the storm now. When we got home, there was only a few fallen trees, but other than that, really no damage. I thankfully had power in my home, and the road trip from hell was finally over, although I will admit I wish we had spent one more day at the hotel. Of course not under the blackout circumstances, but I digress. It was also nice seeing the relatives that I hadn't seen in several years again. It was really windy at home, but that was about it. Thankfully, the hurricane lowered the temperature by what felt like 10 degrees, so that was a very welcome change from the hot weather of summer. Well, I guess that's about it. Thank you for watching my video, the documentary of our trip to Virginia in August of 2011. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it.